So I am Zoe. You can see my name. And this is Joe. And we are pair of peaches. And today we're going to be talking about Game of Thrones. And we are also going to be opening these Game of Thrones vinyl figures from Funko.
We have 2 of them.
Yes, we have 2. And so if you've never seen Game of Thrones, spoiler alert, we're going to be talking about it.
That's right. And before we go any further, I guess I should point out that Zoe has actually seen all 4 seasons of Game of Thrones.
Yes, I have.
Which may come as a slight shock to people that have watched Game of Thrones, but just so you know, I've watched all 4 seasons of Game of Thrones with Zoe. And it's been an education for both of us, I think. Don't you think, Zoe?
Yeah.
Have you learned anything interesting from watching the 4 seasons of Game of Thrones?
I don't mind people dying, but as soon as an animal dies,
yes,
I'm all tears.
That's right. When we first started watching, I let her watch it because I thought she wouldn't get through the first episode, where, again, spoiler alert, Zoe, spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Put that right up to the camera because this is a big spoiler alert. Right at the beginning of the first episode, this guy gets his head chopped clean off, and they do not shy away from showing you the dude's head coming right off. And I thought she'd watch that and be like, ew, and then we wouldn't watch the rest of the seasons together. But she didn't have any problem with that. And then I thought when there were naked people on the screen, she would get embarrassed and not want to watch that anymore. But she didn't seem to have a problem with that either. But when did we cry for at least half an hour, Zoe?
When the dire wolf died.
When the dire wolf died, there was at least half an hour of crying, not just for the dire wolf, but for the pain of all animals in the world. So we thought we may actually get Zoe a T-shirt that says what?
I don't know.
Zoe wants a T-shirt that says, "I don't care how many people die in the movie as long as the dog lives."
Yes, I totally agree with that. That is my motto.
We took Zoe to see John Wick, and she had a little trouble with the beginning of that film.
Yeah, I know.
But she did at least.
It's a lesson to be learned.
Yes, that's right.
If you kill someone's dog and steal the car, you're gonna be dead.
Yeah, you deserve to die. Definitely.
Yes. So. No killing dogs at all.
So Zoe has seen all 4 seasons of Game of Thrones. What do you think of the series, Zoe?
I like it. I actually like it. It's a good show.
Zoe quite likes Game of Thrones.
I recommend it.
Yes, I do too. It's a wonderful series. We thought we'd start off by talking about
favorite characters. Now, who's your favorite character?
Well, I'm very troubled because I do like a lot of put it down. I'm very troubled. I like a lot of the characters in Game of Thrones, but I have 2 that I like a lot. Probably my favorite character is, Zoe, Tyrion Lannister, because you're sort of supposed to like Tyrion, and I do. I like him. I like listening to him talk, and I like a lot of the things he stands for. But I have another favorite character.
This is my second favorite character.
Yes. So my tied for one for me is Arya Stark. Love Arya. I sort of like her little fierce desire to kill everyone is kind of near and dear to my heart.
Needle.
Yes, and so I like her a lot. Although I wasn't as happy with her in the last season. I hear that we're going to see a lot more Arya in the next season. Arya. So I hope that is the case. Zoe, who is your favorite character?
My favorite character is Daenerys Targaryen.
The Khaleesi. And why is that, Zoe?
She is like one of the most powerful people in all of Game of Thrones, and she's a woman, so women represent. And she has 3 dragons. I shed a couple tears when she had to, spoiler alert, lock her dragons inside of the cave and leave them in there. I'm like, so sad. Like, if you had to, like, take your dog and lock it in a cave to never be seen again. Nah.
I have to say that I did not see that coming, that when Daenerys had to put her dragons in a cave for a while because they were getting unruly, that Zoe did shed some tears for the dragons and for Daenerys, at how heartbreaking it was that Daenerys had to lock away her horribly murderous genocidal pets. So if you want to know about Zoe and her mentality, that's right where she was. So I think it was predictable that Zoe's favorite character would be the girl with the coolest pets. So, but also many cool things about Daenerys. So
yes,
those are our favorite
so
characters.
So what do you think is the most memorable scene from like all of Game of Thrones?
Well, it's hard to get over the Red Wedding. That definitely is a memorable scene.
I think one of the most memorable things was when Joffrey died.
Yes, Joffrey dying. It's certainly a scene that everyone looked forward to. And the kid that plays Joffrey deserves some sort of acting award because he produced one of the most hateable villains of all time.
Like, that guy should die. I mean,
yeah, everybody
he killed
hated
a bunch
him.
of people. So awful.
I'll tell you another, and I hope this dude somehow shows up in the later. I have not read. I read up to the books that were involved in this season a long time ago. I reread the first book just recently, but I haven't read further, so I don't know if this is true or not. But I loved the scenes with Arya and her dancing instructor, her fencing master from Bravos.
He should come.
I loved the scenes with him. Those were some of the most memorable scenes to me.
Yeah.
I really liked those.
Also, I think another memorable scene, which it's when Jaime Lannister, his hand got cut off.
Yes, didn't see that coming.
I didn't.
Did not see that coming.
Never read the book, so I'm like, oh.
One of the things I like about this series is that when I first read the books, which was a number of years ago when they first came out, they didn't strike me as being particularly memorable. I liked them, but I've read a lot of fantasy, and they didn't strike me as being particularly memorable fantasy. And the series really brings a lot of that stuff to life. And so sometimes something will happen in the series, and it's been so long since I've read it, I'll say, wow, I didn't remember that happened, but they do such a good job of it in the series that it shows you how good some of the plotting is in the books.
Mm-hmm. So let's get on to opening our figures.
Oh. Now, before we open our boxes, Zoe, show me your box. We've got 2 boxes, and these are the kind of things that Zoe particularly likes, that where you don't know what's in the boxes ahead of time. But
mystery.
There's a lot of possibilities.
There are 16 possibilities, as you can see.
Yeah, there are many different options, and it's the same box, so there could be different things. Now, that it really bothers Zoe, the possibility that I might get one of the cool animals and that she might get something that she doesn't like. So we've agreed that if I get one of the animals and she gets something else, that we'll trade.
Yeah.
Is that our agreement? Mm-hmm. Or that if we each get something that the other one likes better, that we'll trade.
Yes. So who do you want? Because personally, I want either Daenerys, Arya, Khal Drogo, either of the White Walkers, either of the direwolves, or any of the dragons. 10 out of the 16. I would like,
the animals are fine. The animals are really cool. If I got any one of the animals, we both got one of them, I would be happy with them. The direwolves are cool. The dragons are cool.
I want the black and red dragon.
Yeah, the black and red dragon is the sweetest. That's why it's the most uncommon. Arya would be great. The White Walkers are cool.
I want the glow in the dark one.
Glow in the dark White Walker, obviously cool. Khal Drogo's sweet. Tyrion would be great. Actually, I'd love to have Joffrey. He's great. Daenerys is cool. Jaime Lannister's. Where is Jaime?
He's right there.
Yeah, I don't. That's not a very good likeness of Jaime.
I think getting Ghost would be cool.
The Stark boy is okay.
Which one?
This guy. Robb Stark is fine.
That's Snow.
Oh, that's Snow. I like Snow better than I like Robb. The people are not particularly good on this.
Ned.
Is that Ned? I like Ned okay. You can't really tell the difference between people on these.
That's Robb, that's Snow, and Ned Stark.
Yeah. The people are not great except for Tyrion. He's not even that well done, I think. Arya, I would just like because she's Arya. Joffrey's really well done.
Daenerys has a dragon with her.
Of the people, Joffrey is definitely the best done. He's over here, and he has that nasty little smirk that makes you want to murder him with poison. So,
Daenerys has a dragon, so.
Daenerys does have a dragon, so you got that going for you. Let's see what we got.
You open.
Oh, I will open mine first, and then if I have I'm just going to open mine with what we like to call brute force.
Okay. Mr. Brute Force.
Yes, well, allow me to brute force this open. I will do my best to be.
See, I picked the one that feels smaller. So I'm hoping
Zoe really likes this, but she also likes to try to figure out what's in there ahead of time. Oh, look. I have a black plastic bag. Let's see what we've got.
Yeah, it doesn't open like that.
Oh, it doesn't open like this? Oh, I do. Well, then give me the scissors.
Exactly.
Oh, you knew it was coming. Have you opened one of these before?
I've opened the Disney one before.
Oh, so they're all made by the same company, so that kind of makes sense, I guess. Here. Let me peek in. Oh, it's Ned Stark.
Ooh, that's cool. I like his beard.
Don't be such an idiot.
Okay.
You're gonna die in the first season.
Okay, let's see. Can I open this? Okay. If I got the black dragon right now, oh my god.
Zoe'd be so excited.
Ooh, this is a person.
I feel like we should have played the Princess Bride game with these two boxes.
What?
Do you want the cup in front of you? Or the cup in front of me?
I got Jon Snow.
Oh, Jon Snow. Now, would you rather have Jon Snow or Ned Stark? I think you'd rather have Jon Snow.
Yes.
Oh.
You already did that. You already have a keychain version of him.
I do have a keychain version of Jon Snow. He sits on top of my bookcase.
He has a little tiny wolf on his sword. Look at it. It's so much fun.
Oh, he's got the wolf head sword. Very nice. And he looks unhappy, which he should, because his dumbass left his cute girlfriend that was redheaded and got her killed. What an idiot. That's the part I don't get. There's a lot of like dumb men in this show.
But a lot of smart
women, which, you know, that's good.
Life.
Life. It's probably true. So.
Yep. So, I like mine.
I think these are good. Of the men, I think these are the two best, except for Joffrey, who is definitely the best done. But these are pretty good. So I'll have Jon Snow, and I'll have Ned Stark, and I'll make sure that he sits someplace so I can remind myself not to be an idiot, and that being stupidly honest and noble will get you killed. Important life lesson.
What will this remind me of? Let's see. Will remind me redheads are awesome. Don't leave.
That's right. Stick with the redheads.
Yep.
Ginger power.
Yes.
Represent.
See, so many people are like, gingers don't have souls, but I like this version of the myth better. We don't have souls, but every freckle we have is a soul I have stolen. I don't know if you can tell.
You're going to have a lot more as you get older.
But
you're just getting into your prime soul stealing era.
Yep. Look at all that.
I know.
So many freckles.
So many freckles.
Like, this
Ladies.
is my friend Lily. I'm telling honey, blah, blah, blah. There's
Wait, you're stealing your friend's soul? That doesn't seem very
Yeah.
nice. Y'all need to be careful.
And this random person I've never met.
Random person you've never... How do you steal the soul of somebody you've never met? Is it like internet soul stealing?
I guess it's like...
Well, now I understand why you wanted to do this show. All of you take care. Guard your souls carefully. So what do we think about the upcoming season? We're about to start Game 5. There have been some
really
trailers.
Excited. I want to see a lot more Daenerys Targaryen.
Yes, I want to see more. I want to see Bravos. Apparently, most of this is going to take place in Bravos, and we're going to see
more Arya.
More Arya. I would like to see the return of Jakar Hagen. If I'm doing that right, the guy that with the many faces that she was associated with for a minute. So I'm hoping that happens. I'm not sure what else is supposed to happen this season. I've been intentionally avoiding all the internet stuff. Well, yeah, he's supposed to look tired. His life sucks.
The best thing about him is his sword. Look at that detail.
I imagine his girlfriend would say the same thing, if you know what I'm saying. Sorry.
Stab.
Yeah, I'm excited. I hope we get to see some good stuff with Tyrion. I don't know who else is coming that's going to be interesting this season. I know there'll probably be some new characters because it's Martin. We'll probably have like 20 new characters.
And they'll all die.
Yes, there's a bunch of people that'll die. I'm not even sure who's going to die. I haven't read ahead because I don't want to spoil the series for myself. I haven't looked at what's going on the internet, but hopefully it'll be cool. It starts pretty soon, so.
I don't know if you guys can see in the background, but there's like something there.
Oh, that's what Baby Groot from our last episode is hanging out in the background. So.
Ruined the surprise.
Yeah. So those of you that haven't watched that last episode, please do.
Go watch it.
And if you haven't subscribed yet, we're going to be doing a lot more of these.
Subscribe. And like this video.
Thank you all very much for watching. We're going to actually do another one of these right after we finish. So
yes.
Look forward. We're going to do our first challenge.
That one. Yes.
So you can watch Zoe puke all over our nice table.
Puke.
Thanks for watching.
Subscribe.